name is Michaela. This is Meekela Reads. I am reading books for the Bloomin Readathon, which is happening right now. If you want to join along, it is never too late. You can read as much or as little as you want. I will leave the link down below. So last week I managed to read 2 books. I Want to Die But I Want to Eat Tteokbokki, and this was for the Ladybug space. I initially had a different book ready for that space, but then it didn't turn up and I didn't get it in time for the readathon. So this one instead, I did start this when I was on holidays. I enjoyed it. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but at the same time, it was good. I saw myself far too much in this book, and it actually was a little bit confronting to sit down and read this. So it took me, I want to say 2 weeks to read a book that's under 200 pages. I then recently finished listening to The Mask Falling by Samantha Shannon, which is book 4 in the Bone Season series. It was good. I enjoyed it, had a good time, but I'm very excited about the books that I'm reading right now. So first up, I again was on holidays, started reading An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir, which is a book that's quite similar to The Mask Falling. So I put this one on pause for a hot minute so that I can read Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, which is like one of my most anticipated books. I am a mere quarter of the way through because jet lag, it got me good. To add to the list, I also am listening to I'm Glad My Mum Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I'm listening to the audiobook of that. She is narrating it. I am about 40 minutes from the end. We're close. It is so good. I started listening to this 2 days ago and I haven't stopped. Like, it's all I've done in my spare time when I haven't been doing other things that require my ears, is listening to this audiobook, because though it's really harrowing and tragic and just so awful, just the way that Jeanette grew up, the way that she tells it is so engaging, and it just is so eye-opening to what the Nickelodeon world was back in the heyday. That's where we're at for the Bloomin Readathon so far. We're at work this week, we're at work every week. We'll just see. We'll see where the week takes us. We'll see where we end up. It's currently Monday the 7th of November and I have to go grocery shopping because we have exactly 0 food in the house. And then I'll make dinner and then I'm going to sit down and read this book, and nothing will stop me from reading this book. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We're gonna do it. Let's go. So here's the thing, when I do weekly, like weekday videos, it is so hard to film anything because I'm literally always at work. So it's Wednesday, my dudes. I feel like Wednesday is always the day that we start the actual video. I'm still reading Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I'm officially halfway through, almost. It's taken a time. It is taking a time. I finished listening to I'm Glad My Mum Died by Jeanette McCurdy, which I will tell you more about later, but I feel weird saying that I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it. There are so many other things that are happening at the moment. The new Pokemon game is out and I really want to play it. There's a Bratz Switch game and I really want to play that too. I really want to just play Dreamlight Valley like all the time. That's where my attention is currently sitting. I need to put the Christmas tree up because it's officially November and we need to be like festive for a period of time, and I'm very excited for it. So we might do that this afternoon. We might put the Christmas tree up today. I've also got to do my bullet journal for November because I didn't do October or November, and I just feel so disorganized and lost, and I don't know what I'm doing because all of these blank pages aren't telling me what I need to do. It's kind of where we're at. Happy Wednesday. It's a day of the Wednesday. Let's go do things. This is my spot. Are we sharing? If we can share, that's fine. You can still see my suitcase that has not yet been fully unpacked in the background. Hello, it's Friday. We've entered cozy mode, even though it's like 25 degrees. We are dressed not accordingly. It shames me to say that I am still not yet done with tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. The week has just been so busy with life stuff. I have not had a chance to read. I have been listening to audiobooks because I listen to them while I drive to work, which is what I've been doing all week. What I would give to not have to drive an hour to an 8.5 hour day to then drive an hour home. How much reading I could do in that time? So much reading. I digress. I'm still reading tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Again, not through lack of wanting to be in the book. I very much want to be in this world, I just haven't had time. We have, however, started The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini because I got the audiobook for this. This is a like modern historical fiction set in Afghanistan, following our two kind of main characters, but from the perspective of one young boy. His name is Amir, and he and his servant's son, Hassan, routinely participate in this kite flying event that their town has, in which the kites are dipped in like tar and glass, and then they essentially fight to the death with the kites. And we follow Amir. He, in this one event, is the kite flyer, and then Hassan, who is essentially his brother because they've grown up together, is his kite runner. So basically he runs and collects the kites that have fallen from the battle. Very traumatic, very, very traumatic book. I had to stop for a hot second because I just had some emotions that I needed to process. I'm about this far through, so I'm about like just under halfway through this in the audiobook. We're having a good time. It's hard, but we're having a good time. Compounded with the fact that at the moment we're in this weird split where I'm hearing like one perspective of the character and then the other character's perspective within the same chapter, but like sub-chapters, and I've lost the emotional connection. So powering through this tonight, that is the plan. However, Harry Potter trivia is upon us on Sunday, and due to this I need to study. We have to come first. That's just what has to happen. We are watching Harry Potter tonight. I didn't love the Half-Blood Prince as a young child, but growing up I appreciate that it's comedic value that it adds to the series. So that's where we're at. Welcome to Friday, my friends. We still have to put the Christmas tree up. That has to happen at some point this weekend as well. So cheers. Happy Friday. Oh my god, another thing where she doesn't actually do what she says she's gonna do for the night. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. She's got a bullet journal that's been thoroughly neglected. So that's what we're doing before we break to watch Harry Potter. And to do all of the other things that I said I was gonna do. We're doing this. I'll show you when it's done. We can do that. We can make this fun. You can be a part of this. Okay, serious talk time. Popcorn. Just your normal popcorn bag in the microwave, and then put chocolate chips in it. The best.
If you don't mind, I will be going now. Hey!
There we go. Hi. We're on Happy Saturday. Today I am going what we like to call in Australia op shopping. For the rest of the world is thrifting. But the difference is our shops aren't that good. We don't have good stuff. So it's like a bit of a diamond in the mine kind of situation. Or a needle in the haystack is probably a better analogy. So we're doing that, but that is not for another 2 hours. We have some time. So tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. I have so many thoughts. Look at all of these tabs. But I will discuss my like proper thoughts at a later date. Right now, I just have time to read. We're just going to read. That is the plan. I'm excited for the plan. Let's do the plan. but they didn't fall. So it doesn't count. With that said and done, I think that this is a fitting way to close out this second week of the Bloomin' Readathon. This was a fantastic book. If you haven't read it and you like games and you like friendship stories, you should absolutely read Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I think because I read it over such a long period of time, and it also spans a long period of time, I feel like I was so deep in that world that I am actually a bit jarred to not have any more of it. It's quite an odd feeling, but it was absolutely beautiful. I know nothing about making games. I know nothing about game development, and that did not stop me from reading this book, in which game development is the entire primary premise of the book in terms of occupation. It was beautifully written. I think the characters are absolutely the strength. They are so complex. I don't think I actually particularly loved any of the characters, but I feel such a strong connection to every single one of them. Dov in particular was so confusing as a character to me, because I hate him, but I also respect him, and I don't know why, because I shouldn't, because I hate him. Very confusing, but I think that the characters are so well done. The characters are phenomenal. The development, the growth. Okay, well, I'm going to close out tonight by processing my thoughts, watching Harry Potter, and I will see you guys next week. Goodbye!